Are we on mic?
Just now, yes.
Cool. So, with the last times needing to be done. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of shit happen.
Okay. Let's see how well I can. I can part this. Okay. Well, we had some. I believe we had a mild time pass. Or things rather took like more than a day to accomplish. Because we had Amelia Collateral's daughter be captured by some robots, only to be rescued by Alias. While also once again encountering Tech Class being again a bit out of the loop as to the situation. I feel like I'm missing the mentioning of the warehouse. I guess overall that isn't critical. Though there's a thing that happened. People were rescued at a warehouse that blew up.
Yep, that was where Midnight definitely flirted with Richter Shaw, and Richter Shaw was very amenable to it.
Yeah.
But a tangent.
Yep. While the rescuing was going on, and both sides were gathering information, Wolf Spider and the group those with them were able to eventually meet up with Alias and Mark Motive Collateral, but not before the building they were in was under threat by bombs as a part of the machine ultimatum. Given the situation, the group was assisted by the light bearer, though primarily it was a little bit of a team effort for getting bombs and people out. So the destruction was ultimately prevented. Techlass was convinced once again enough to be an aid to you guys by trying to figure out what was going on. The exertion of everything and the pretty much constant days of hearing had brought Lightbearer down in energy levels enough that he required assistance to get back to his base, which you guys were able to provide. Where he basically was bathing in a beam of light. Given the robot thing that was pretty much confirmed, he was essentially recharging. During that recharge time, it was discovered that Lightbearer was essentially a part of a soft domination plot without exactly realizing it. As it was discovered that a artificial entity was essentially programming the Lightbearer to have the entirety of humanity to try to be, um, to try to be um, admiring and invested in him as the planet's solitary hero, essentially. Um, this entity seems to be working with, or possibly a subordinate of, Continuum. I don't recall if you guys derived any specific conclusions beyond that.
Yes, I want to say so because while poking around in the overlay terminals, we found out that essentially that computer entity was plugged into Overlight and was using it to try to hack into Continuum's data, supposedly.
Yeah, so there's
So, possibly against the Continuum, which is wild.
there's definitely a link there. Um, there was tracing of the data link, which had, I believe Alias split off from the group
Yeah,
as
because the yeah, sorry,
hmm, as
yeah, because
sorry, go on.
uh, essentially we the computer entity uh, sensed my intrusion into its system and essentially had a private conversation with me about stay out of my way. This is for the best of everybody. Uh, and I cut them off from Lightbearer, but not before it tried to attempted to set up Overlight Base to blow up and implicate us as the ones that were going to try to blow it up. So we stopped it from blowing up, but we couldn't stop the information going to Lightbearer because android robot thing. So we split the difference and tried to give him all the information we could. And Wolf Spider stayed behind to, I guess, convert is the best word, to keep him on the side of justice, while Alias went out to find, to search one of the 3 bases we found.
Yep. Um, uh, Alias was able to find at the location he chose the, shall we say, manufacturing of a robot army. Excuse me. Techlass was also there, attempting to gain information, and apparently was in contact with the Continuum, who, judging by the conversation, was acting a bit odd, and also secretly tapped out some coordinates that the audio was able to pick up. Um, Ultimately, that communique was severed with the robots attacking. Wolf Spider was able to join in with the aid of Lightbearer. There was a bit of a scuffle at the end of the scuffle. There was a message that essentially was, you may have won the battle, but you will not win the war. Is to paraphrase. Um, the coordinates were eventually deciphered, and with Lightbearer now on your guys' side, um, I believe you guys were going to go to the coordinates, but that's where we ended it. Unless I missed something. I know there's lots of details in there, but I'm trying to hit the broad strokes.
Yeah, as far as I know, that covers everything.
Yeah, Teklas is also coming with because she's very much on the side of what the fuck was going on.
Oh, we were also going to check with Waring because it looked like the entity calling itself Halo might be tied to her code.
Yes.
And we had salvaged one of the robots mostly intact, so we actually had something to study before going after the evil robot AI thing.
Okay.
Right. We were wanting to visit her in the hospital because I believe she had been researching all night or something.
I don't. She wasn't one of the. She wasn't one of the people in the hotel. She just fell asleep at her computer because she'd been working. That reminds me. Collateral's daughter is still in the hospital in an unconscious state. Other people are recovering.
Yes. Can I try to kill her?
What was that?
Can I try to heal her?
If you want to go to the hospital, you can certainly try.
Like I'm doing anything, at the moment.
Okay.
And that maintains continuity because if she's going to the hospital, that explains why I'm still falling apart.
Yeah. Yellow Spider has been getting his ass kicked.
It's been a day.
Yeah, Lightbearer beat the shit out of him, brought him down to 4 HP.
Beat me down to single digits, yeah, and then no, just above. No, it wasn't quite single digits because I was not mortally wounded. I was just incapacitated. And then the robots with their death lasers and everything also shot me up.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, very much grabbed at least 2 of those lasers because depending on how much time we have, I can at least add a trigger to one of those and turning them into a gun.
You don't have some kind of wireless mental psychic command where you just hold it and tell it to fire with your robot brain powers?
I don't know, maybe. No.
If he had machine control or machine interface, I could totally see that.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I did not.
Yet.
Okay. Yes. But in terms of healing her, you can teleport into the hospital right now. Collateral's people are looking after her. She is in a private hospital room, standard medical attire with with the monitors and stuff linked up to her. Clearly alive, just unconscious. She's been described as being in a coma-like state.
Somebody can roll. That would be awesome. And if Mike doesn't work, we'll try peeping inside her head to see WTF. What's going on?
Good. Yeah, feel free to roll your roll your healing.
Someone to roll it for me. I think it's 7 dice?
Second. Big old 28 healing, which for most people is a lot.
7 dice.
Oh, I thought they just healed the roll.
Oh, just depending on the level of healing, you can do other things like regrow limbs and stuff.
Okay. It has 7 ranks, so yeah, nothing special at 7.
Yeah, 10 is when you get organ regeneration. Be able to repair mental damage. Okay.
The last session.
You heal, like, the bruising and stuff that's that's on her just from what she went through. Her vitals, even what is monitoring. You have physically healed her, yes, though she still appears to be unconscious.
Okay, we'll go inside her head and take a peek.
Okay. Are you just going for surface thoughts?
No, I'm gonna dig deep because she's asleep. So I don't think there are any surface thoughts when you're sleeping. So gonna have to dig deep. We get XP from last mission.
Your sheet is up to date with XP. You are currently sitting on 98.
Oh wow!
Can we give some of those?
I would love to give you guys my CP, but unfortunately,
Okay. Is there, just kind of looking at the mind reading here, is there anything in particular that you're trying to look for?
I'm trying to look to see if maybe issues more than like I'm trying to see if she's not waking up because somebody did something to her brain, to her body. Like I'm gonna hire the best doctors for her.
Okay. Feel free to make a mind reading roll. Or rather, have someone else do it for you.
Power for that.
Yes. Okay. Going in and sifting through, you can tell as you suspected, that the rest of her mind is um it it's operating the vital functions of her body, but obviously not conscious, not even in a REM state. Um, but going in, you're definitely able to um, access like her more recent memories. Given that you're trying to identify information from it, um, could I get an investigation roll? There is something significant um, about when when the machines had her at the transportation capsule before being interrupted.
Depending on what my investigation dice are at, I CP to that, sir.
Okay, well, currently you only have 3 dice in it, and they rolled a 9. So
5 in there.
that's plus 5 brings it up to a 34.
34. Holy shit! That's a bit of a boost.
It's a way better boost.
Yay. That doesn't factor in all due to accessing the memory. Okay. As you're going through, amongst the various sensations and thoughts and such, going through her head, which I can go into if you want, but more significantly, you quote unquote feel via the memory being jabbed in the center of the back, and um, experiencing enough pain to know that it was some kind of um, she was thinking needle versus knife, given how it felt, or maybe a stiletto, but definitely something more narrow pointed, like a needle or a stiletto than a knife. Um, uh, it felt like being stabbed in parallel at the same time. Um, uh, there is then a um, there is then a I'm not sure how to describe it. Not saying strange, but I want to be more detailed than that. There is a gentle coolness that she felt through felt through her veins, um, and more significantly, uh, up and down her spine. Which at the time she shrugged. She was actually trying to ignore because she was more concerned about trying to escape. Um, and shortly after being injected, um, with that cooling feeling, she felt her ability to stay awake fading. Um, it I'm not sure about Nessa's particular experiences, but uh, from your perspective, it was as if she was hit by a sedative in terms of how she was losing consciousness, uh, albeit a little bit slower. If Nessa has any skill in medicine, um, can roll that to try to determine a few things. Given your unique position of being able to know exactly how she was feeling instead of being relayed to it firsthand.
You want me to take it off my vest and my head?
Just has the default in medicine.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I have any dice in medicine. So I guess fake it till I make it. Let's use that CP. What it's there for.
There for raising your powers and skills, but yeah, we can use it here too. How many we throwing?
Do I?
Minus just Ka.
What am I throwing and how much?
Well, what's my skill at?
3D.
But I'm rich in character points. Why
You
would
know
I want to
what?
be like you pros?
Let's go down to 80 because that's an even number. So let's throw 5 more at it. Actually, no, because I'm still at 83, right?
You're
That's
at 93 right now, so 3 character points brings you down to an even 90.
Okay, let's do that. Keep forgetting I need to uninstall and reinstall.
21.
21. Okay. Given the given again the fact that you can relive this, um, the sensations around the time she was losing consciousness, um, there was a kind of, again, the same kind of cool, cold feeling, but it was growing in intensity as she was losing consciousness. So it was a little bit of a counterbalance there. But there
So is it a
was
what feeling?
what there was that kind of cool feeling, internal cool feeling.
A
Um,
cool feeling,
yeah, a
right?
cool feeling
Cool.
like well, you've probably experienced this. Have you ever felt like a sensation through your veins when you're given saline?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but so that kind of feeling, but it was intensifying as she was losing consciousness. So the fact that she was losing consciousness was kind of counteracting that, but you can still tell that it was intensifying as she was losing consciousness, and it was the feeling was focused in on her head, more specifically within her skull. So whatever's going on is whatever was injected in her is clearly doing something to the brain, from what you can figure.
Okay. So yeah, let's get her the top neurologist and hand that information over to Wolf Spider. Sorry, Spider Wolf.
Okay.
Careful, you got my name right for a second.
I did. I had to correct myself.
Okay. The top neurologist, like in the area, or you're going to be shelling out some funds to get like the best neurologist.
Yeah, I'm going to let Sadaka know that this is a cause that he should champion, and it would look good for his image to do so, because it would make it look like he cares about those who've been affected by the increase in crime against our people, like the city and stuff, in the area, and it'd be good for his image. It would make him look good. He might even be able to run the mayor off of it.
Oh, God. You're going to turn Sadaka into Mayor Kingpin. Stop it.
Like, you should totally. I think this is totally worth doing, my guy. You should totally do this.
Hold on, 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 hold on.
Ain't got time for Devil's Reign.
My dear, not that I'm unsympathetic, but this is. He'll pause. You know what? I will look into this. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Wait. You're not gonna look into this and use it to do some evil stuff, are you?
You don't know.
That doesn't sound believable.
It this is merely a business transaction, as you were saying.
Yeah, good for your image. To run for mayor. I think you should do that. I'd get you a lot of votes. Mind you, while you're mayor, though, I would have to take over the business. But like,
But
you can run it secretly. Like nobody has to know. It'll be our little secret. I won't tell if you won't tell.
you know how I feel about you being in certain parts of my enterprise.
I mean, I don't know why. My dad kind of sort of had me in his, so I mean, it's not like I'm not used to this type of stuff. In fact, his lifestyle was a lot more dangerous than yours. I didn't have people trying to assassinate me with you like I did with him. And I'm just sitting there being the nice little doting daughter that I am.
We can we can discuss that face to face. I assume you were calling him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But you are gonna get the top neurologists in the country on this, right?
Well, I was thinking something a little bit higher profile than that.
Ooh, I like the way you're thinking. Should I start going ahead and allocating money to your campaign fund?
I haven't fully considered that yet, given everything else that I'm doing.
Mm,
We can add that to the topics of discussion.
yeah, because I don't like that with everything else that I'm doing part. As I
You know
thought
how
we were
busy I
really
am.
going to try and be like, I don't know, kind of good. Turn over a new leaf, not be what our fathers made us, type of thing. Better people for the world of tomorrow. We'll talk. We'll talk.
This
We'll talk. I'm still going to go ahead and allocate funds to your campaign, FYI. Whether you decide to do it or not. If you don't run, I'll run.
aren't
I
you
think I would make a good mayor. And I could just smooth the system because, like, I'm not of age to run for mayor, but
I was going to bring that up.
I could be. There hasn't been a single person yet, especially one with balls between their legs, that have told me no. Well, actually, there was that one person that told me no, and Daddy told me no, and that one time Uncle Felix told me no. But oh, Justin also told me no. Okay, so you know what? Put a pin in that. I might have to do a lot more convincing. Maybe I need to get my daddy to sign a waiver that says yes, she can vote for mayor. I'm gonna do. I see the headlines now. I want to be the change in your life. That's my tagline. Or give me all your money, one or the other. It's a work in progress.
I think that you running for mayor may be more difficult than you'd expect.
I don't think so. I mean, it's me we're talking about. The most difficult thing I've ever, the second most difficult thing I've ever had to face in life was getting a green card.
It did take some doing.
Yeah. And you were able to do it. So I'm pretty sure with my personality and, my charming disposition and your money and, I mean, whatever else you got going on, I will be able to be mayor by 2027. Actually, why don't we get the mayor caught up in the scandal and I just become mayor now?
My love, I thought you were talking about not being evil.
That's not an evil act. I just think I'm better suited. People like me. In fact, I don't even know who our mayor is. I bet you he's some stuffy old guy.
I will get you some books on local politics.
I don't need book. I'll just do what they did in Power Rangers SPD. It should be easy, right? You guys can run a government if a dog can do it. But thank you for this. I will make sure to have your favorite dishes made for the next couple of days. Not by me, of course, but by the house cook. Just that way. I'm not cooking.
You will hear a voice in the background, uh, trying to trying to get his attention.
Is it a female voice or a man voice?
It's Fred.
Oh, Fred. Tell Fred I said hi. And I hope he liked the gifts I sent him and his family. Just so you know,
I
NPCs are people too, honey. You have to acknowledge them, and every birthdays and holidays you got to gift them something.
You can practically hear him nodding because he was like wondering why were you sending him gifts. But then you mentioned things like the birthday. Okay, that makes sense. Um, 'Cause even through the phone, you could sense he was about to be concerned for a moment. Yes, as a matter of fact, I should be showing my appreciation to my employees. Now I will get the doctor you requested, and we can talk about this mayor idea of yours.
Okay. Oh, also, don't forget tonight at 8 at the Greek restaurant. Don't be late.
I'm afraid I have an important meeting to get to at that time.
I'm sure your meeting can wait. We don't go out to eat often. But okay, if work is more important, that's
I'll
fine.
I'll move it around.
Well,
I'm sure it'll be an enjoyable experience.
it's
He's probably
definitely me.
he's probably thinking about making sure certain other people do not arrive to the dinner.
Little does he know she's setting him up on a blind date.
Oh no!
We'll hang up and I will translate that information of what I got from her, and that I currently have some of the world's best neurologists coming in to further assess the situation.
Hey, Dr. Oliver. Okay.
Mm. Seeing as technically I'm not needed, let's go rob a few things. I mean, borrow a few things.
Okay. With that, you can certainly go and start acquiring things. Um, while you're acquiring things, something how far back is this? Are we assuming this is parallel?
Yeah.
She's separated from us when we went up to the to the Lightbringer base. So
Okay.
she's got that long a window.
Okay, that is okay. That's about that long. So yeah, okay, yeah. No, you can definitely begin your acquisitions incorporated.
Also, we're gonna stop by and rearrange Justin's room just because.
That'll cut it. Oh, you can teleport. Never mind. It won't cut into your time. Really. Okay.
Yeah, can
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just teleport things across the room? Rearrange it. I'm gonna put his dresser though.
She can't keep getting away with this.
She says rearranging. I call it cleaning. Same difference.
Yeah.
I didn't need the clothes in those dresser anyway. Thank you.
Well, you are off doing what the things that it is you do. Uh, Feel free to make me 3 rolls, each a skill that you would think appropriate for the operations you are going to do.
Okay. So, of each skill, or 3 random skills is what I would use.
3 skills of your choice. I would think stealth would be appropriate for one of them.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess sleight of hand for another one. Do I have sleight of hand?
You should. Yeah, you have sleight of hand under coordination.
Okay, we'll do that. And then I can't think of a third one. Oh, persuasion. Yes, persuasion. Persuading the store clerk to let me walk out of here with $10 million worth of jewelry.
For just 700 yen.
I see you in roll 20. Does that mean you're in a position to roll your own stuff?
No, I'm doing dishes.
Still? Okay. Those two.
Okay.
And if they see me, I'm still gonna take it. And if the persuasion doesn't work, I'm still gonna take it. Midnight don't care. It's hers, but she says it is.
Well, that's
She was just
fair.
being polite by asking.
The polite klepto.
Hmm. Can I take this? No. Oh, that's too bad. I'm taking it anyway.
I thought we weren't supposed to pull a no means yes. Bad Nessa. Bad Nessa.
Well, while you're going through your operation, so to speak, and are trying to negotiate kind of getting getting the things that you are wanting. Where um you will find that um by the time you are through with the convincing, the stuff you're wanting to snag, because I doubt you would like reach beyond glass, because that'd be kind of overt and hostile to the store clerk.
I would request to see items first so that they're on the top of the glass case.
Okay.
And then, ask if I could take it, and they say no, and just poof it out of here with me.
Okay. Well, while you're talking with them, there is something odd that happens by the time you're through with your discussion. The items on the that were pulled out for display, along with some of the items actually still underneath the case, are gone. But on top of the case where the display pieces are, is this cat.
Did she show up to steal my stuff?
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
while you were focused on talking with the clerk. Cat.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to get her locked up. So I'm gonna, you know what? Midnight's gonna portray her stealing from Sonica for a while. She asked for it. I don't mess with her territory. She stays out of mine.
Took her boots, man.
And you know what? Since I've seen her in person, I'm going to make it my life's mission to find her aura and stalk her and make her have the worst possible day that she can have. And then get her arrested.
For what it's worth, you've beat her a number of times yourself.
But I stay in my lane. He could stay in the north and west side of the city. Let me have the south and east. We could have been cordial about this. Yet to go and make it personal.
But she wants to look to the east.
Well, then we can swap. I'll take the west. I don't care.
That's where the sun rises. Clearly with this insult done, and the store clerk also being confused, I believe Alice and the others were going after Warren.
Yep.
Okay. Give in time. I should say that. Okay. You guys will find her in her dorm. I don't. Are you guys like gonna try to like go in through window, go in through door, knock at some point?
Well, technically, we do know where her room is, I believe.
We do. Doesn't matter if you want to knock on the door, call her.
You know what? I'll knock on the door and I'll let you all in through the window. If she's awake.
You said you'll knock on the door and let people in through the window? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, he's gonna come. He's gonna come through the door, explain the situation, and then open the window for the rest of us.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Efficiency.
I'm sitting on the side of this girl's dorm with the robot torso.
And light bearer. And 10 glass. And possibly collateral.
Okay. Okay, the knock on the door, you'll hear the response of, second.
Waiting.
It'll be about a minute, and then the door will open. It, it looks like she just kind of grabbed a few things and put them on. She also has a cup of coffee. It is, however, a cold cup of coffee.
What time of day is it? I believe we're at least in evening.
I think we should be at minimum early evening at this point. Yeah.
Given everything that happened, yeah.
Good evening, Miss Waring.
Hi. Usually he calls me and doesn't send people. What's going on?
Well, do you feel up to a mental challenge considering everything that you've had to do so far?
2 sips of coffee. Yeah, I'll be fine. Just waking up.
Well, if you so wish, I can bring the work to you.
So what kind of thing are what kind of thing are you wanting me to look at? How did the decoding pan out that I sent you earlier?
Worked rather well. And he'll start moving to the window, which kind of leads directly into why we're here. Why we are here. If you'll allow me, I'd like to open the window to allow Wolf Spider and a few others to come in, because we have a robot of dubious construction, but possibly has your programming, or has some programming that's based off yours.
So kind of look around again. She has a dorm. It's not necessarily the biggest room in existence.
No,
but she's kind of wanting to, given what you said, she's kind of wanting to make it work. So she'll
we will make room for you.
Hey, we can take this party somewhere else, I suppose,
or move elsewhere.
No, we can make this work. She'll shift a few things around, like moving some things into a little closet to make it some extra room. Straightens up the bed so people can sit on it. Okay. I guess people can come in. Do I actually have?
Bye.
Okay. Given that you were in here first, things you would have noticed beyond it, it being a dorm room, is that she one of the things she cleared was a collection of plushies that were on her bed. They're um it's kind of mostly some like character renditions of someone that unless you're into modern gaming, you may not recognize. Um, let's see. Um, Her computer setup is practically immovable given the amount of cables to the different screens. There are also a few posters up in this room, though not of like rock bands or anything like that. Given Alias's background, you would recognize them as being various scientists. She also has a jumbo Rubik's cube and a couple other knickknacks and such. Um, but yeah, with that you can open the window and let people in. Given so, Ghost Spider was carrying the robot.
Yep. He'll just wait for the other whoever's going in to go in, and then just kind of put it through the window and put it on her desk, since he can stay outside and that way not take up space in the room.
Yeah.
It was the upper torso.
We took the limbs off basically,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's the head, the torso.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay.
So we took off the parts that had proven dangerous, and then but tried to keep the parts that we believed would have relevant stuff in it.
Okay. In which case, yeah, you'd be able to place it on her desk. It's a little oversized for the desk, but you can do it. She'll kind of look over at Tech Glass. Who's this? Uh, Tech Glass kind of glancing around the room. Uh, the the only thing in this room that seems to really pique Tech Glass's interest is Maureen's computer. But aside from that, she looked um, generally unimpressed. Um, I'm a temporary assistant. Or I'm like, okay. Um, are you wanting me to like take this thing apart or see what I can access from it?
Possibly both. Based on things that have been said prior and what seems to be running this, there's a question of whether it's tied to that missing code you were talking about.
Oh, I did see some of that code in the shark things. You think there's some of it in here?
Seems to be all connected. I don't know if you can maybe run it, and depending on that, considering it was live just a little while ago, I don't know if there's anything in the logs or anything you might be able to backtrace to figure out where it came from.
Um, Okay.
That's out above table. Waring's the one Collateral has recruited as his assistant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Like something, there seems to be some kind of rogue AI on the loose that seems to be either based in or using, the code that you said went missing. This is one of the things that's sent after us. So that with that combined with the robot sharks, it's a trend.
She'll adjust her glasses. What awkwardness she was displaying is mostly overridden by this determined expression as she will push past tech class, and I imagine Alias is more kind of making sure he's not, impeding anyone.
You guys have the facilities you need to do this here? Do we need to move this party somewhere a little bit more teched up?
Well, my computer is really good.
Oh.
When she goes over to turn on her computer, it was currently running a number of things which she clicks off of. In the corner, you will see the same kind of still stills and animatic that you guys may have seen on her tablet during the beach. See this is going to be a little image of this um, like anime fox guy who is holding up a sign which be in English. The That'll basically be asking. What are we working on now? With Waring hooking up the connectors and peripheries to the disarmed robot. The image of the avatar will get a bit of a generic "oh" expression, and suddenly change into a bit of tactical gear. Good thing I wasn't rolling that. There's a lot of ones there. I don't like that. Okay. As Waring is kind of trying to access the system, uh, there's a bit of a battle animatic going on the side of the screen. Is anyone watching her work? Techlass is. I believe you said you were kind of like out of the window.
I say he's just kind of sitting outside the window. Yeah.
Wait, that's right. You have Spidey sense.
Stick. Yeah.
Did we confirm that your Spidey sense could read like screens?
No.
Okay.
We were just, since it's vibrations and everything. I like to see the shape of the monitor, but not the screen, not the display.
Okay.
I might be able to tell if it's on or off, but that was the extent of it.
Probably, yeah, kind of like how the CRT has a field.
Yeah.
But you can feel the light coming off the screen anyway. Speaking bosons. Okay.
Now, depending on how good my memory of a keyboard is, I might know what keys she's pressing. But
yeah. For that, I would want to use tech roll.
Yeah. I considering he is not a science major, I kind of imagine he's just sitting out there on his phone, just like, I probably could be doing something else right now, but this is kind of important, so I probably should be on standby, so we can go as soon as they figure out what the hell the thing is. But I also know tech takes forever, so
Okay. We're doing playing Galga. Okay.
Making sure nothing, no reactors are checking the app, make sure nothing's melting down or anything critical that requires my attention.
Okay.
Posting stupid memes in the group, in the band group chat.
I am conflicted because part of me is wanting to see if I can quickly modify one of those lasers into a pistol instead, give it a trigger. Because this is probably the only downtime before getting back into the fire.
Yep. If you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. You can you either make a repair or a gadgetry roll, given the simplicity of what you're wanting to do. Well, relative simplicity. Did you still have the stats? Because I believe I posted the stats.
Yes, I do.
Yep, it's there. I starred the one with the stats. And
you said gadgetry?
So with you focusing on that, then what I'll be able to tell you then is, so you're certainly able to access this thing, assuming it's using the same kind of algorithms that you encountered before. That you was definitely able to access it quicker than you could.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you can definitely convert it into a pistol.
Nice.
Given the size of it, given the size of it, it would count as a large pistol. You could also convert it into a carbine.
For now, I'll stick with the pistol.
Okay. Nicholas will comment once, because she was watching her work. This really is your coding, isn't it? You're going through that.
Might have started as her coding, but it's clearly wandered off the path.
If he will also, Alias will say, and possibly she was possibly one of the first victims of this new continuum. To put a long story short, she was going to go to a facility that the continuum was trying to do one of the projects.
Well, I know I'm one to talk, but given what you've done, even if it's stolen, even if it's by accident, it means it happen again. And with what power I've seen this thing thing has so far. I wouldn't want a second one to come about.
This is why we are careful with technology and what we do. Because science can be. Because he will pointedly look at Tech Glass and say, because science does need testing before it can prove things. You know, her whole ideology of science is the best. We need more science.
This isn't exactly Roulette Bay isn't exactly a controlled environment. Waring will speak up while she's typing. But once I understand how this happened or what's been changed, it doesn't mean that that this will happen again. I should be able to control things better than obviously it's been turned out or used to. I could make safeguards. You will. Ghost Rider will definitely, due to how he perceives things. How much dice in perception does Alias have?
5 or 6 of sight.
Okay. In which case, the two of you will be able to hear Waring mumble to herself. I feel responsible enough as it is. Concerning accessing the machine, you said you want to know where it came from. Is there any particular information you're wanting? I do have some other things I can tell you, but is there anything specific you guys are wanting to pull from this?
I believe trying to figure out where where Halo is basing itself. What kind of like mission protocols is it putting out on these bots? So maybe get a better idea of what it's trying to accomplish. All I can think of off the top of my head. I believe we were trying to find a connection between it and continue, or find the connection between it and continuums. I don't know if there'd be anything in maybe it's camera data or something that might help with that if it observed something.
It also seems to have a internal hive mind with the robots. I was able to partially tap into it during when we helped try to get Amelia. So they are at least semi-connected to each other and assumably Halo. So there's got to be some data packets that go back and forth.
Well, this one came from from a factory. Since nothing exploded in the streets, I assume you met it there. They have basically Bluetooth and Wi-Fi communications, along with some radio here. Basically, when they form the local nets, they're effectively using telepathy to just to more efficiently function as a group. From a more of a power standpoint of how that's operated. It doesn't know where Halo is, but it was receiving direct command information during a combat encounter. I do want to point out, I find it funny your bad luck is now yielding something positive.
This is the way.
So with the information there, I could locate where it was sending from.
That works. That gives us direction.
There's a number of. There's still lots of data in here. She'll continue typing, like bringing things up. It looks like the avatar on her screen is like sorting the files figuratively and literally as like relevant things are being brought up. Okay. Well, looking here, it looks like they were, they can independently operate. They don't need um, Halo's Halo's guidance constantly. Yeah, these are listed as first generation HKs. Though, despite the uh, the nomenclature there, while they certainly can be Terminators, it looks like there's a number of uh, dormant directives in here for essentially policing and enforcing various rules. It looks like these are meant to be a kind of, for lack of a better term, um, global enforcers. Which, I mean, you guys fought them. Do they actually have the power to like defeat militaries and such?
Flashes back. Winces a little under the mask. Yeah. Yeah. They can drop collateral. I'm pretty sure they can drop the army.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Um.
You do.
The robots. We're discussing the combat potential of the robots.
Yeah, the robots could drop you. Could you, I don't know, make a jamming protocol or figure out a way to do the, that thing in that movie where like they blew up the ship and all the robots fell over because they blew up the ship? That like a thing?
I can't guarantee that would hit everything, but before either Halo or the system realizes that what's going on. But I could certainly make something that could locally be used at least.
Okay. Killer thumb drives, that sounds good.
Another possible way is dealing with they have like some sort of ablative shielding that they're able to implement. Seems to take what force is given at them and throw it back.
There's some kind of particle shielding system here. While Waring doesn't recognize it, Alias, because you've messed with the thing it's based off of, you will realize that the shielding system that they're using is based off of the six-dimensional particles. Essentially, it forms by how the other technology worked
Are you telling me that?
shifting in the other dimensional particles to form a force screen.
Okay, just to make sure, you said it's Charon again.
Yes, it's based off of Charon technology, which
Okay,
your
because you said this instead of fifth. I was like, wait a minute.
oh sorry, did I get my dimensions wrong? Yeah, it's based off of
Yes.
Charon. It's based off of the Charon technology. You are aware that because you guys have encountered it before, that the Continuum made a facsimile of the same kind of mechanical wolves he made originally with the technology. So he probably has a similar foundation to you in terms of he has a familiarity with the technology himself, though clearly
Yeah,
not
well,
mastery over it.
yeah, well, he was the one who was poking around the alien lab in the first place to get all those cyber dinosaurs. I was like, he'll look at it now. Oh, that explains things. It's Charon energy again.
I might explain the energy weapons too. I'm not too familiar with the hardware.
Theoretical fifth. He looks at the pistols, or he looks at the blaster things again. No, that's not too far off. Back when we fought those velociraptors and all that, when we went to the main source, I did try to make a blaster out of one of the velociraptors because they did have laser technology. That would make sense. Yes, it's just more iterations.
Tech Blast will comment. Things things like this um were on his drawing board, so to speak, as projects to get to later. But he was years away from actually making anything practical beyond. She'll stop.
Well, they do say AI makes the work go faster.
And he was having those brain spasms or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, yeah. And said the AI. Well, looks like we've come across a very fascinating thing, but regardless, things to look at. Hmm.
Well, Wolverine can access more information from this. I guess he can essentially just show you the stats at this point by way of information. Um, ah, that's the prototype that you guys were encountering earlier and being all shambly and shit. Okay.
Yeah, and these were like upgraded versions. They they were not nice.
AT. There's still some coding left over, but I'm sure it'll still be readable. From what she's able to trace from when Halo was in the direct contact, corresponds with the location that that was tapped out by the continuum. However, Loring will be able to let you guys know that the transmission was bounced off of a satellite, so clearly Halo has access to one or many satellites.
Oh, we kind of already knew that, thanks to the Ivonarium. Oh.
The lightning strike with minus life drain is meaning that that particular thing isn't perfected, so they can possibly damage themselves when they use it.
Yeah, we need to go put Skynet down.
They do have a quote unquote reserve reserve power system. They have 10 CP.
Yeah.
And sure, so you have that information. Is there anything else you guys think you can get out of this? Location information is more iffy just because it was built at the factory you fought it in. But again, you were able to corroborate that Halo is where Continuum tapped out.
Well, even that's, corroborating evidence is still something.
Yeah, you clearly have the stats, so you have a better idea of kind of more mechanically what you're up against. Which I'm sure kind of explains how they're able to group up on you. Yeah. So I can't think of anything pertinent that she could pull from this particular unit. Outside of like maybe more directive information, if you guys think that'd be useful.
Not particularly that I can think of, because we've talked about how we could possibly mess with them, where Halo possibly is. I don't know if there's any other thing to really talk about.
Yeah, it sounds like it covered the bases. Aside from getting that, kill code USB, I think we're covered. And we know where to go. We, know what we're dealing with. And if we can get that USB to do whatever it's going to do, then we actually have a means of solving the problem.
Well, you don't quite know what situation you're going to be walking into. The I if I could go with you, I might be able to get direct access to things.
You realize it's going to be really dangerous there. More of these things walking around, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you two think?
Nicholas kind of looking at it. I think she'd be she'd be better in the chair.
Do we have a means of letting her support remotely?
Well, I mean, if she can, depending on the setup. Well, actually, if if there's satellite access going on, and she definitely knows the code, she could try things remotely. Or they'll say, yeah, until the data link is just cut. Working remotely has a lot of point of failures when the other person actually knows what they're doing. Tech class still kind of looking at her. Listen, your skills and equipment definitely have promise, but you're clearly not the type to be a field scientist. You look like more of a lab girl. While she's clearly going off of appearance, Tech-Class, for instance, clearly has some tone much looser that Waring just doesn't.
Alias, Collateral, you guys got an opinion?
Unless Collateral does say something, Alias might have something. Is that though? I don't know that.
Well, it's just a question of do we want to risk bringing her along in general? That once we make that decision, we can decide how to protect her.
Oh well, I have a way for her to be there in spirit of sorts.
A what of sorts?
Be there, pop in spirits, in a way.
All right, 1 second. Pardon me. Shimmies in through the window of the ceiling.
Oh no! I don't mean like. I realize that. There's no other way to really say that. But Alias will take his wrist computer, and essentially, David, my suggestion is to allow her to remote. I don't know if I will have to make something, but possibly essentially loop her into my computer so that she can interface through my computer with any software that I can just link to. Thoughts?
The question would be how to how to establish a point A to point B link, because I know her concern is, again, if there's like a satellite, well, if the satellite shuts down, then the link shuts down. And while she has really good hardware here, she doesn't exactly have the question is that of a transmitter, basically. What making the link, getting a link isn't so much the issue as to get a independent link.
All right. Well,
You got some?
Now, with your gadgeteering know-how, you could make something given supplies, and I think the gadgetry has like a minimum of like a half hour or something.
if we set her up in the clock tower, then you could do something with the facility there, maybe. That potentially gives her the improved hardware to work with.
True.
Boring. I'll say, if I mean, if it has better stuff than here.
Well, I don't know the extent of what you have crammed into your dorm room. I know it's better equipped than the university lab, at least. So probably.
Her eyes will go a little bit wide. Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
And if we're at the back at the clock tower, you can cut time off your transmitter building too. The facilities there speed up, knock off by like 20-30% of the build time.
Minimum time 1 minute. Wait.
Okay, so in which case, if we're doing her girl in the chair from the clock tower, I don't have to spin her a super suit, but I do have to spin a pair of black bags to not let people know where the base is.
Yeah, her and probably tech class.
Yeah.
And Lightbearer, I don't know, Lightbearer.
Do one for him too, but he probably already knows where it is.
True.
Make some quick pillowcases here, put that on.
Loring will grab her tablet. For anyone paying attention to the screen, you'll see the little avatar have a dotted line version of itself walk through a door.
I swear to God, David, you better not make that little chibi thing Halo. I will have stern words with you, good sir, if that is the case.
Guess we can move them down to Collateral's jet so he can ferry them over.
Hey, if Collateral is up for that.
And if not, I have fly, you have swing. We can do things.
Yeah. You guys will get to the clock tower without really any issue. That's what I get for having team. Okay. And I believe the base has like the super high tech modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is a tier 4. High tech laboratory tier 4.
Okay. Yep, we tried Sprint before.
So high tech hideout tier 4 laboratory.
Okay. Okay. Because I thought there was a level that was like sapient AI and shit.
That's for the base part, but which so it's high tech, which means it's not sapient AI, and then you buy laboratory separately.
No, I get that,
Yeah.
but I was asking about like the base.
The base is not is just high tech. It's not an
Okay.
AI, onboard AI or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, not yet, at least.
Given, let's see, you're wanting her to program the kill thing and the remote support. Okay. And you're wanting her to try to go for shutting down the entire of the robot forces.
If she can, yeah. And get a trade federation, cascade, great.
If not,
Okay.
I think we could probably settle for effectively a system-wide hex.
Yeah, debuff is also good if she can't do a full shutdown.
Well, it's more a matter of what difficulty is she shooting for.
The ideal would be a full shutdown. If she does not believe she can handle a full shutdown based on what the coach is looking at, then a debuff would be fine. Since she can see the code she's in theory trying to develop a counter for, she should be able to hopefully give us an idea of no, I think that might be too advanced for me, but I can do this. I hope. Not being a programmer, I don't know if being able to assess your own skill is a thing.
I feel like if you have enough dice and in a skill or as a attribute, you have a kind of innate knowledge of mm,
So yeah, that you should, if you have enough dice in the skill, you should have an idea of your limits.
exactly.
Part of being a professional is knowing, I don't know how to do that.
Like I could, but that's going to require a lot of different things. I gotta give my fucking guys.
Yep. As she's getting near finishing up the program, um, um, your phones and notification uh, sounds will go off. Nessa, if you have a phone on you, it will also be both ringing and making whatever notification sounds that you have assigned your phone.
All right, cool. It's the My Little Pony theme song.
Awesome. Then yeah, my Little Pony is sounding off. Um, presumably, uh, are you wanting to be at the shop, or are you wanting to be hunting for your rival?
No, because I'm going to find her civilian persona. So I'm not gonna hunt for her on now because she's obviously hunting now. I'm gonna get her during the day so she's off guard. So I'm just, going and just robbing people to make myself feel better. In
Yeah.
fact, you know what? I'm gonna go to the police precinct and clean out the evidence box or whatever, just because. But I'm gonna read the names. If they look like really bad guys or names that I familiarize with being bad, I won't take them. Mostly, I'm just gonna take the money and any jewelry I come across. The drugs and guns will. I'm not touching that.
Does he want some coke?
Which would be very weird if I'm in the evidence container or whatever locker when my phone goes off. Like, oh, there goes the stealth.
And yeah, given that's what you're intending to do, yes, that'll be where and when your phone goes off.
Oh, damn. Okay.
You will also hear. Sorry to interrupt you, but you also hear, because of your super hearing, the phone notifications going off throughout the precinct and the surrounding area.
Ooh, something big must be going on. Let's take a look.
So if the entire precinct is going off, your stealth isn't blown.
Well, yeah, so I'm just gonna take a seat behind, a shelf or whatever, where people can't just walk by and automatically see me, and take a look at my phone. This is the best cover ever. Whoever did this, I gotta thank them.
Okay. Everyone else, given that your phones are going off, are you guys wanting to silence them to focus on what you're doing? Or?
I will silence Justin's phone, but check Wolf Spiders to figure out what the hell's going off.
Okay.
Despite the hesitation, or despite how baffling this is, like, it'll still be like silent.
Silent. Okay. What I'm about to say will also be heard from um, from outside, if you're near anything that has like a large billboard, digital billboards or anything. If your phone is not able to support a video call, it'll just be audio. For those who do have video, this is what you'll see.
Oh, it's back.
Attention, Roulette Bay. Do not be alarmed, and please respond in a reasonable and an orderly fashion. To the mayor specifically, and the citizenry in general, Roulette Bay and its surrounding area are currently under the process of being annexed. Attempts to resist will not be permitted. Any acts of destruction will be met with equal to or greater force. The National Guard will not be able to assist you. The military will not be able to assist you. Again, please remain calm while this annexing operation is ongoing. You will excuse me. You will not regret compliance. Enjoy your day. The connection is still active. Um, Halo's synthesized voice will no longer be transmitting. However, um, there is clearly what must be a cover of B1G. Uh, Justin's band.
No. 3P1.
3P1. Okay, I knew. I knew. Here, let me rename the band here. You said 3B1.
3P1.
You don't need to say it so slow. I just need you to repeat it.
I was trying to say slow. I was trying to say it slow and not slow. I was trying to say it clearly and enunciated.
There we go. There we go. I now have that in my thing. But yes, clearly a cover of one of your songs. So with your senses, you will be able to detect the minute graininess that comes from something that is completely synthesized. So it is a good synthesis.
Okay. Step 1. I'm activating Iggy. Ignorus needs to be on street level, because it sounds like shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
Message number 2, contact my aunt. Who the hell do we contact to sue an AI about copyright infringement? That is an unauthorized cover. I do not appreciate my music being used for global AI takeovers.
Also part of that step 1, contact Zodiac. I'm sure they are gonna love a little free throwing.
So we're activating the new Wildcards, the backup deck.
I think it might just be referring to it as a side deck, but you can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, we're activating the side deck. It's like Iggy, the Zodiac, Ignorus, the Zodiac. Lightbringer, you think you can watch street level while we go punch out an AI?
I was wondering if you need my assistance with Halo itself, but yes, guarding the being guardian of Roulette Bay is what I've been doing for a while. I might as well continue it.
We probably do need your help, but you're the only one here that can cover the entire city. So Triage says leave, put you up top here.
Before Lightbearer goes, he gets a.
That's the tablet.
Yep. You will have. If people are not objecting to it, Alias will toss him a comm because desperate times, desperate measures. Unless anyone objects to giving him one.
Giving who one?
Lightbearer a comm.
Yeah, give him a comm. Go ahead.
He now has a comm. Okay.
As Alias is working on other gadgets, because fuck it, I'm gonna make a second pistol out of another gadget, out of those the cannons I found, or blasters or whatever, and making more random shenanigans because fuck it. Alias was like, I didn't have annexation by a rogue AI on my bingo card this week.
Take Lasso comment. I didn't either.
Oh, I don't know about you all, but I started bingo cards. Bingo card. He pulls out a bingo card. You will see continuum, orb, high veterinarian, magic, new outside force, and a few others are like just slotted in their area, and a few are stamped.
I like that he literally has one.
At this point, it's almost a game, but it's also data collection in a way. I'm like, you can have that. Military takeovers.
Anything else remembering that movie I, Robot with the droids walking down the street?
Happening? Do we got droids down the street?
Yeah, that's what was happening.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I see. You must have missed the announcement.
Evil AI made its big Skynet manifesto, so now we're probably going to have iRobots stomping down the street, telling everybody to stay in their homes or get hosed.
Yes, Roulette Bay is being annexed. Please remain calm and operate in a rational fashion. Resistance will be punished. Have a good day. And by the way, here's some music. So everyone's phone is playing a cover of one of Justin's band's I assume all of his songs are upbeat, but whatever is statistically the most upbeat. From my
I mean, I'm sure we have some emo ones or whatever in there too, but they're trying to be a pop band, so yeah, I'm sure that most of them are.
Actually, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No problem. I just kind of ran the numbers here. If you were to try to reconstruct one of these things, it would be it would take a base amount of 16 days. But fortunately, yours adding a trigger, so that's much easier and quicker,
especially in the super lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't factor in lab cutting time. Okay. So.
True. And it's like, but I do want to ask Collateral if he wants one as well, but and maybe Tech wants, but other thing that kind of is interesting is like, what is this continuum? It's almost obsession with that band. This is like the third iteration of it being implemented.
I mean, they're a really good band. They're really catchy.
Well, sure, but I'm trying to see the logic in it. Is it is it the computer logic or?
Agnostic. Well, I don't know about why it chose that band in particular, but I'd imagine that a computer would think upbeat music would be soothing to the populace it's trying to control. It is a little catchy though. As a supporter, how if you're near like a giant digital billboard or something, you would have heard like an echoing of the voice. It's now also producing the music from essentially the municipal sound systems.
They'll never see a dime.
Nessa, given the annexation message, and I get now the pop music. Does this have any particular response? She's still in the evidence room. Clearly, the staff and officers are scrambling to deal with what sounds like a declaration uh, of war, essentially. So no one's really paying attention to the evidence room right now.
That's fine. I will place the jewelry on that I am taking. I'll place it on. We report the money to where the money needs to go, and then I will port outside to get a lay of the land and see.
Okay. You will be able to see a number of things. Actually. They're uh, from they'd be coming from multiple points in the city. You are seeing these machines coming out of. They're primarily they're coming out of areas that are that have like derelict derelict buildings or buildings that were slated to be either refurbished or demolitioned. But you are seeing these
Oh,
walking out of those various locations. Some have more than others. It's quite possible that this action has been taken um, before everything was fully prepared, but I mean, the rest of your team can attest that these things are more powerful than than what like local defenses can dish out. So, um, uh, sorry, go on.
no, you can finish your description.
Yeah. So basically, where they are coming out, there are some people that are fleeing. Others are kind of frozen in fright. Um, uh, um, some are in fact just kind of relenting because when a mysterious message happens and then these things start popping up, well, maybe I should just uh, accept our new computer overlords. Um, for those that are fleeing, uh, these machines sprint at a very fast pace. Their sprinting is more like leaps because they don't touch the ground for a few moments, depending on how distant their target is. They basically have a move of around 50,
Jesus.
just at base. I didn't see the movement on their when their stats popped up.
It didn't imprint.
Yeah, so they're able to rapidly catch up with anyone trying to flee. And in these sections that have a higher criminal element, like the samurai, they're actively trying to combat them. Though samurai himself seems to be the most effective at that. There's flashes of like red glows and stuff from another section of the city where Ignaris is uh, trying to melt these things. And you don't have direct line of sight, but it seems like she's doing pretty good given that she can just molten things. and the Zodiac are spread out into pairs.
Okay. In what case then? I will go to Samurai and be like, hey, have your people just get people to safety because like they're like, semi-effective, but they're not effective like you're effective. So like get these people out of here. And then the ones that are chasing the civilians, I'm going to is there like a car nearby?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll be cars nearby. Yeah.
I lift the car.
Okay. A car has been lifted.
And I'm going to throw it at the ones that are trying to go after the people.
Okay.
First on-screen violent act.
Well, doesn't she follow the combo code? They're machines. It doesn't count.
Robots doesn't count.
Wait, what was that? Okay. Feel free to make a just throwing roll so I can kind of gauge how effective you're being. Also, for Samurai, I would like a persuasion or a charm roll because he's of the mindset of needing to protect his turf and the people in it.
Okay. If somebody can roll that. But charm, I think, is higher than persuasion.
One second.
Okay. Okay, with a 20, you'll be able to accomplish the task at hand of basically having people being able, those who are running, to be able to run. When you're throwing cars at them, they you definitely up your threat level, as they'll then start paying more attention to you than the fleeing civilians.
Yeah.
As for Sam, sorry, go on.
And if I need to add some CP for that samurai roll, do it. We'll do it.
Samurai. And especially with the kind of thing you're talking about, he will. What he's going to do is instruct his people to bring the civilians, i.e. the people under his under his protection, to their holdings, not necessarily like their secret places, but like the places they have high control over. While Samurai himself will be continuing to actively combat the Halo HKs.
Hey, bad guys aren't really bad. They're just misunderstood.
Said Samurai was bad. He just keeps breaking the law. He seems to be a decent enough guy.
But Black Dynamite, I break the law.
But midnight, I sell drugs to the community.
I do have a question for you, Midnight. Are you like hitting them and like teleporting away or something?
Yeah, like I'm pretty much, ding dong ditching.
Okay. Can I get a? Can I get a navigation roll from you?
No, I don't think I have any dice in that.
Because I was going to say knowledge. I'm like, no, navigation. I think might actually work here to figure this part out. I mean, general investigation would work too, but given what's going on,
Same dice.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay. I have nothing more to tell you right now. With that 7.
It's okay.
But I can at the very least say that that you do notice you seem to be accruing aggro from nearby from the nearby Halo HKs wherever you teleport to, if they're in your vicinity.
That's okay. That's the whole point. So they leave the civilians alone.
What I'm saying is, oh, sorry, go on. Yeah, as long as you leave civilians alone. I'm just saying the act of your arrival seems to catch their attention.
They can do that. Okay, that's good to know. That's scary, but you know what? That's cool. That's cool.
They must be programmed by the same people that were tracking Dakin's hyperspace jumps.
This is much more valid. I don't need to band-aid this one over. I already know how it's doing it.
I'm gonna see if High Noon is busy too, because he can be out here helping too. Outside because he's been skimming off the top.
High Noon, when you contact him, is sounding like he's in the middle of something. Do you need a hand where you are? My hands are kind of full here. Got some guests at home.
Oh my God, are they? They're not at our base, right? And like
Sadika's home.
Okay, cool. I don't care. You can tell him I called you for help.
Okay. Let me. Where are you?
I will give him my location.
Okay. He'll zoom over to you, and you'll then be able to hear High Noon's the sound of High Noon's weaponry laying down fire on these robots.
Is that giving me cover? I can get away.
Yeah, he can be providing you cover. Yeah.
We have to keep this between us, right? We can't let people know we tried to save people.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just getting a bonus.
There you go. I love it.
Everyone's a hero today.
Take a variety. Like when a couple people run by her, she's gonna snatch their wallet. Just make herself.
She's gonna what? You were breaking up a little bit.
Snatch their wallets.
Snatch their wallets? Okay. You're still enough. You can definitely do that. What are they called? One of them will be an extra wallet. Where you can press it and all the cards come out. Those are actually pretty expensive. I was looking at them a couple weeks ago. Wait.
Yeah. Well, we will get. I will draw aggro and get these people to safety.
Okay.
I see something fancy in like a window or whatever, I'm gonna take it. That's
Gotcha.
compensation.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's the city owes me. I help the city.
Even more reason why I should run. That's all I'm hearing.
I love you, Roulette Bay.
Run for mayor.
Yep. I will show some more rules once I get back to you. For those in the clock tower, there's definitely sounds of activity going on. Given where the clock tower's location is, the clock tower was originally a defunct building. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe we decided it was a former train station.
In which case, yeah,
or a subway hub, something like that.
Because, yeah, it would be closer to the activity then. So yeah, you'd be able to hear just from the clock tower the sounds of combat the as the police force, the criminal element, and etc. are combating the forces. The forces. You can just hear it just from outside.
How much longer do you tech guys need before we can go?
Should be done in less than a minute.
All right. Guess Lightbringer and I can go down and try to make some noise, and just give me a ping when we're ready to roll out.
Okay.
Go out the window, and same thing Midnight was doing, getting people out of harm's way, drawing aggro, etc.
Okay. 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 With that in mind, I take it you're doing like web stickies.
Web stickies, smashies, whatever is needed to.
Okay. Whatever primary method you're going to use, can you roll the associated skill with that? And get me a defensive roll. I imagine if you would be a dodge.
Do I need to do my normal delineation between range and melee, or just a generic dodge?
I'm gonna because you're trying to burn the minute. You can slot in range for your bonus there, for your modifier there. Light bearers for zooming around other areas of the that people aren't actively at.
Also, question, David, while rolls are happening. The limit 5, 10, 4D, range 6, D100, I assume that's just for the cone shot?
No, the cone is something the laser can normally do. The limit 5 so it really means it can only shoot the the penetrating range times 100 shots 5 times before it will not have enough power to perform the high powered shot.
Okay, duly noted.
Yep, it can do it can do its regular shots an unlimited amount of times with the amount of energy it generates.
So basically, unlimited normal shots, 5 high energy.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, so 16 on the web stuff with a bad luck. 49 on the dodge.
Okay.
Thankfully, it's only a normal bad luck, not a 1 out of 6 bad luck, but still bad luck.
Okay. Yep, you beat the 38, so you're able to evade any like counterfire coming towards you. You find that with how fast things are moving, you are occasionally um, webbing up a civilian, but you're also gaining the attention of the robot.
All right. Go break the civilian out. Probably at that point shift from less webbing the bots down and more trying to use web walls and stuff to like cordon them off so people can be directed to safety.
Okay. Any? I know Collateral's been like active in chat. I'm not sure if you're if you're essentially just lurking. Okay. In that case, then, what would Collateral be doing with in the situation? Are you just like guarding the clock tower at this point? Okay.
Don't worry, we'll be raising hell with them in I believe they said less than a minute. So
Okay. In that case, then the required minute will elapse. Waring will finish her program. And it's like, okay, I just whoever wants to take this from me.
Unless anyone wants to, Alias will take it.
Okay. She'll be at the console trying to and basically trying to be support, given it sounds like you guys aren't going to permit her to be on site, so she'll be using the clock tower's resources.
Yep.
right.
And she gets a communicator.
All right. Till we get there and we need you, your best bet's probably riding support on the side deck. Make sure they know where they need to be. You should have access to the police scanners and stuff to know where stuff's getting concentrated.
Okay.
So deal them in. I will shoot Nessa the coordinates for where we believe the AI is, so she can meet us there.
Okay.
And I will start swinging over there. I assume the rest of them are piling into the jet or whatever vehicle Collateral's bringing this time. He has options.
He's going to bring a Battletech cartoon level mech, so it can fit in the cockpit. Clearly, I'm kidding. So for Nessa, you definitely get the information. Get that information. Can I get both a perception and a dodge or some other form of defense roll? As at this point they are trying to shoot at you with their ranged weapons. Shortly after you appear somewhere or move within their line of sight. Given that High Noon is giving you cover, you can add a 10 to your dodge.
Okay, if somebody be so kind as
Yeah,
to
I'm on
roll.
it. I'm on it.
Need to make
If you want, mate, I can tag you out for some rolling.
25th.
Perception was the other one.
All right, you're the only one that has the stats in front of you. Damn.
Thanks to the cover, you're able to avoid the shots.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
And while you're avoiding, you will. Excuse me. You will notice a jet coming coming in to Roulette Bay. Given that the rest of the airspace at the moment is rather clear, it is kind of distinctive. But you're super hearing. You are able to that roll. You're not able to make out whole conversations given all the noise and the songs and stuff going on. But you are picking up what sounds like a voice going over medical note.
In the jet?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's teleport up and see who's in there. YOLO.
Okay.
Oh, I did something I wasn't supposed to do, did I?
No, I just need to see if there is a picture of this individual.
Man, and blue cipher and cipher groups are probably getting you on this too, probably. If their paces are here, it's everybody's fine today.
Does perception not include my super senses?
Didn't know if it did or not in this instance.
You can factor in the super senses. I wasn't sure if you were. There we go.
Makes it from a 9 to a 17.
Okay.
X's are ahead.
In that case, you are now on the jet with a very surprised this person.
Hey, are
Not
you
sponsored.
heading to so and so hospital?
Yeah. How do you get on the plane?
Don't worry about it.
I fell.
You fell up.
Gravity, you know? So what is gravity? Like, you know? Okay. I take it you know that there's stuff going on down there.
I was paid a large amount of money to get here as quickly as possible. I know what's going on with my patient, or at least what the hospital knows. Um, is there some sort of issue going on?
Hmm. No, not at all. Um, you
It's
go
all right.
ahead
I've been
and
to wars.
you get to where you need to go. Stay off the streets, and I would quickly get to my destination as fast as possible.
Uh,
You got parachutes on here, right?
this is yes. Do you think, as he is in the middle of that sentence, from one of the windows behind him, you will see a glowing light quickly heading towards the plane jet.
Oh shit. I'm gonna grab him and the pilot. Are we near the hospital?
The Deval Airport is over there.
How big is this jet?
Yeah, it can hold a dozen people. It's a private jet because he got that money.
Um. w- Uh. It, hmm,
You're
is it
sorry, go on.
is it possible to teleport the jet?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
You're going to be going over your weight limit probably, so beware of incoming damage.
By the way,
Yeah.
your destination is 4.4 kilometers away.
The fuck is kilometers? I'm an American, sir.
Oh, indeed, you are.
However, your teleport is rated in meters, so
2.7 miles.
Okay, that's not far. I can get there, right?
your max range is 600 meters.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
It would take you 4 jumps.
You could try to push it.
No, I'm not pushing the
You
four
can
jumps
run
with a
teleport.
The 600 is the run teleport. That is her absolute maximum range. So she'd have to do it in 4 hops.
Okay.
In
In
that
terms of
case,
yeah,
I'm gonna be like, how attached to this jet are you?
by the time he would be able to answer you, you would know this glow would impact the jet.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. No, then I won't ask. In which case, is it like a laser or like a rocket?
It's a high energy laser beam.
Oh, I can't do anything with lasers. TK shielding won't work, will it?
TK only works against physical objects, not lasers.
Then in which case, yeah, we're just gonna stick with the original plan, grabbing the uh pilot and the guy or whoever else is on the jet and porting us out to safety.
Okay.
And yep. Hopefully there's no people below us, right?
The jet was on a descent trajectory, still over the water at this point. If it
Okay.
loses its pilot, it'll probably crash into the water.
Oh, good, good, good. Into the water it goes. That's I want to make sure. Because then, if it was gonna, people below, then I would have to figure something out.
Meanwhile, the sea elves, what the hell, man?
Hey, hey, hey! If there are sea elves, oh, there are sea elves.
Fine, the water, they're deep enough. The water will probably slow it down by the time to be not be enough to be not a problem by the time it gets to them.
Yeah.
They were in an undersea chasm, so
yeah, like I said, they're deep enough to any momentum would be lost by then.
I will pen an apology.
What's all this jet fuel doing in our water?
I'll come back and clean it up, I promise.
Damn surface people. Okay. Given that they're gonna have to do this in multiple hops. Brad, you're wanting to get him to the hospital. I don't think High Noon can't really keep up with you rapidly teleporting. So I would need.
I'm gonna teleport as far as my teleport will allow me, and I'm gonna have High Noon take the doctor the rest of the way to the hospital.
Okay.
No, Lynn, no. Then I'm not gonna be sitting here listening to you complain about how much pain you're in. Lies you tell. Lies you tell. No, that's not how that works. We're not doing it. Do it when I'm not in town. Grab yourself some bacon and you can cook yourself some bacon. Don't worry about when I'm going out of town. Just know when you wake up and I'm not home. I'm either at work or I left. You'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah. He'll take them and rush them over.
Awesome. And then I will head on towards where I was told I was needed.
I think that's one of the few times I've actually had to bust out his sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And usually he doesn't do much.
That's because I'm already with the party, so I don't need him to do anything because you guys can just do it for me.
Okay.
This is a fact.
Spider nav, spider web, spider dodge.
Yeah, I figure I'm doing as much as I can on the way to the destination. Trying to get there quickly, but trying to still be cordial and community and stuff.
Okay, 46. You're able to evade shots as they are trying to stop you. For people in Clyde's transportation, I will need a defense roll unless you can somehow be completely cloaked from targeting.
Roll.
I believe the plane has a modifier of scale 12.
But if you're using the plane, sounds right off the top of my head. Loading it now. Plane. Scale 12. Yeah.
Warring will be able to report that the HKs that are out there having to focus on firing at aerial target is allowing Da Vinci forces to snag people and pull them away from the HK captures.
Awesome.
Yeah. On your way to the destination, your
Power day.
yes. Brings that down to a 34.
I'd like to spend 2 to
Okay.
that difference of 1, please.
Sure. Yeah, okay, you'll be able to evade. Okay. Okay, with people flying, teleporting, web swinging, and the city in its current state. Toronto. I still haven't removed Virgo. Ah! Okay. The quote unquote the quote unquote future additional water treatment plant is clearly much more active than the official file says it is. As there's the whirring of machines, the sizzling miraging of heated waters from within its confines. Doesn't really look like a large computer center. However, you guys are able to know kind of just by what you're observing here is that this water treatment plant is not being used for water treatment, but it is being used for. I mean, you guys can guess, but definitely not water treatment.
Either you guys got like a signal tracer or something we could use to zero in, considering this place is freaking huge?
I'll go to scanning if we need it.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe the vehicles, maybe the jet sensors can pick up something.
That's a thought.
I also have computer sensors.
Did I miss a number with those sensors, Phyllis?
$38.
8. Okay.
Okay, and I'll just do a quick aerial once over with the face shell and X-ray mode. See if I can spot anything.
Okay.
Spots on the catwalks.
Okay. Alias's. So, Alias's sensors. Scanner will be able to detect that there is a large large power source underneath the surface. As for Wolf Spider's swing by, if you your X-ray vision is able to see a secret hatch in what looks to be a locked refrigerator.
Okay, so you've got an underground signal. I've got a secret door. And given that the place crawls, if Midnight would be so kind to pull the directions out of my head real quick, we can just boop over there and not attract additional attention.
I will do just that.
But Metal Gear. Army infiltration. Sad do 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 do.
Oh yes, I have a question for Nessa. Is JoJo with you?
You know what? Yeah, let's vote. Yeah, JoJo's with me. He needs to get out.
Yeah. Gonna go to the Zodiacs real quick and remove Virgo as a.
And after you've removed Virgo, if you would kindly teleport us to the secret hatch.
Yep, I will teleport us to the secret hatch.
Hours later.
Step back and let our B&E specialist B&E.
JoJo's going over to the water cooler and clawing at the giant multi-gallon plastic bottle.
Can somebody help me with that? He's thirsty.
Yeah, 1 second. Yes. Got that water cooler lifting strength.
Okay, because it looks like he's trying to tear into it to get to the water.
No, give him the whole and detach the jug and hold it so he can use it like a water bottle. Well, somebody can check that door.
Yep, and that's security, I believe.
Yes.
And I wasn't sure if you were referring to me or collateral.
Whoever feels qualified dealing with doors that may or may not be trapped.
Yep. This looks like a large reinforced, tall fridge. It has a chain and a lock on it. There's also a biohazard sign on it.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Somebody else has a ring cam.
Well, I don't know if collateral wants to throw security, but I got this. Double check if there's any alarms.
Only 3 dice as just my straight up knowledge and security. You
Gotcha.
would be the breaking and entering expert here.
Gotcha.
32. That's what I mean. Okay, a 32 will be able to pick the lock.
Oh, I was checking for traps.
Oh, checking for traps. Okay. In that case, you are not able to see any traps.
And I guess I'll use the security to unlock it. Unless that doesn't count, because otherwise I could just beam it.
What was the last part? Unless what?
Unless you want a new one, because otherwise I could just laser beam the lock.
No, I'm good with that 32 sticking.
Skip.
Okay. Inside the fridge is a steel door. Looks like it is meant to be moved by hydraulics, though the hydraulics are not currently active.
I wasn't asking. I would like to try to lift up the door.
Okay, yeah, you're super strong. You open the door.
Am I getting any? Since there was a biohazard thing, is there any sensors going off for me?
No, you're not detecting. You're not detecting any radioactive hazards or biochemical um, dangers.
Okay. I will whip my grapple hook into the ceiling and slowly lower myself down.
Okay. Presumably, everyone else is heading down as well.
Yep.
Okay,
I was just gonna check if there was lasers essentially or anything like that, detecting perimeter.
Okay. If you can make me a search roll or a sensor roll, depending on what.
I will go search.
Yeah.
Okay.
32. Okay. While you're not seeing anything like active weapons, you are seeing that there are some form of cameras. They probably have extra features like thermal and such, given their unusual design. It's along the interior of the tunnel and presumably wherever the tunnel touches down.
Right. I assume there's no good way of any blind spots or anything?
Not for the descent as it's built into the wall, though in your case you do have invisibility.
Right. Upon seeing that, he will bring himself back up. Well, we've already run into one issue of security cam on the way down. No real good way of stopping it.
Warren will say, unless you can maybe burrow along the side, do you have any digging equipment?
I am digging equipment.
Oh.
Channel spider burrowing. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Unless people are going to stop him, he's going to be a spider mole and do whatever a spider mole does.
Nope, that was I was essentially scouting for a little bit. Hand it off.
Okay. A new tunnel is made. Given your burrow speed, I think it takes a little bit of time, but you can do it. And it'll pop you up into the well, because I presume you're going to go over to try to connect with whatever the thing connects to.
Yeah.
Okay. It will.
I'm just digging a bypass.
It will ultimately connect to a hallway. This hallway will have it's more of a tunneled hallway, so we're dealing with curvature rounding with a flat surface to walk along. There are lights built into the ceiling apex part of the part of the curvature. The sides um, have lots of chalk markings on them, as if they've been used as a chalkboard. Various formulas. Some are smudged out. Different colored chalks for that are probably being used as indicators for certain kinds of variables. And at the end is a thick door with a keyboard and panel next to it. You will be able to tell by the direction of this tunnel is that it's heading not outward from the water facility, but inward. So it's more underneath.
And I assume my scanner for the power sources getting a little getting more closer.
Yeah, it is stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Correct word. Well, certainly closer. Now, we have two ways we can get in. I can try doing a little bit of rearranging. It's not a beam saber, but it still works. Or I can try security.
I mean, kicking the door in is fine, but probably should start with finesse.
Of course. I will attempt security.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty bad right there.
Okay, it is rather strong security, but you are able to to get a valid pass key through, and the door will open with a very heavy sound as it is slid upwards. Um, blah, blah, blah. There's Jojo. Jojo is not too happy about the sound, but we're gonna have to deal with it. The door opening, and while I'm placing you on the map, I am assuming that you haven't walked through the door yet, given what you're immediately going to be seeing. You'll be seeing in the middle of the in just past the middle of the room that ultimately goes into, you will see Continuum. He is near some boxes, and there's another very heavy door behind him. Techlass will say he was able to type out a code last time. Maybe maybe the doctor Continuum is able to actually give us some help. Though she says that there is some notable doubt in her voice.
Hmm. Well, I didn't think we'd get there this quickly. I am working on what to do. Um, So the continuum is just standing there?
Standing there as if he was awaiting someone to, enter from this way.
Oh, so he's looking directly at us.
Yeah.
You know what? Unless anyone else says anything, Alias will say, well, you summoned us.
I was hoping Tech Glass wouldn't be with you. Tech Glass will say, "I told you what I was going to do. I was going to find you and figure out what was going on. You can't just fire me that easy, especially with this bizarre situation." Continuum will point at the group, but more specifically at Tech Glass. You. Now that you're here, I won't be able to protect you. As for the rest of you, well, you're no stranger to danger. And I hope you'll have the ability to figure things out. He'll like flinch. Well, it wouldn't be good for to let you progress very much further than would it? I'd like your help, but obviously I can't accept it. Jojo will, with his elongated features, will kind of lift its head up and look over the group. Yeah.
Don't worry, Jojo. This will be done and over before you know it.
Again, while I have you guys just inside, unless you guys let me know you're walking in, I presume you're actually just on the other side of the.
This screams trap or AoE attack.
Well, we should probably spread out then, because I'm squishy compared to the rest of y'all.
Okay, since I was getting food, the central chamber, armored console to the side there, continuum in the middle of the floor, and presumably the evil AIs in the next
room. Presumably. Again, all these doors are like extra thick, like the main door you went into.
Yeah, as I saw continuum. Yeah. So in theory, we have to get past continuum to get to the AI.
Possibly. He's saying, I don't know. Alias is feeling like maybe he was speaking to us in code, possibly. Because essentially, Alias is like, usually he's so braggadocious and all that, but he seemed to be speaking obtusely to him. Is there anything I can roll, David, to see if he was trying to convey anything?
Can make me an investigation roll.
The deduction and intuition investigation, or just a normal?
This would be an intuition thing, though. Unless you're just doing it as well.
Well, I wasn't sure if that was a general anyone can make that, or whether it was just a him.
Well, he's especially asking.
Fair enough.
So 27. Okay. You can tell that doesn't want Teklas to be here for her own safety. More specifically, you can tell that the Continuum has to fight you.
Have to.
Which fits with our theory of him being under the control of Halo.
If
Or
anything,
otherwise being coerced.
if anything, the way he flinched would imply that he is either either one of his gizmos is like fouling up, which it doesn't appear to be, or he's like actively trying to fight something. At least something unseen.
Right.
You know that he does genuinely want you guys, like the Wildcards, to stop the situation. But as mentioned, he also has to fight you.
Okay.
So not so much a code, but I hope that information has given you something.
Yeah. And hearing all that, Alias will say, of course, we will do what we need to keep people safe, to keep Roulette Bay and lives safe.
There'll be no society to improve if society is taken over by someone else. You'll need being smart is the best way through this.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna fight. I've got nothing else to say or do at this moment besides rolling initiative. Anyone else got thoughts or opinions?
Yeah.
Poor Jojo.
What's going on with JoJo?
Oh, low initiative.
Oh. Can you roll mine right quick? I'm doing taxes.
Oh, bullshit. You never do taxes.
I'm doing taxes this year.
Do taxes now.
Yeah, we're doing them together.
Wait, if you
I do it every other year.
Oh.
Yeah, because then I only have to pay $46 for the previous year. And at some point, the IRS is going to be like, hey.
You rolled a 15. I can't put it in for it.
freetaxusa.com.
Not sure if Tuttle's going to be rolling too. Okay. Well, you do have initiative. The continuum may or may not have a. Okay. He goes into an into a attack motion before anyone else can have their can actually really start to move. But his he'll then kind of flinch again and halt whatever he's doing. Okay, Wolf Spider.
Hop onto the container and give him a little squirt.
Am I telling anybody into the AI room?
If you want to make a play for that, you could teleport Alias in there since he's got the kill code.
Okay. I can do that on my go.
Okay. Okay. He is able to almost predictively evade your squirt attack. So I guess Webstick only did roll 20. Okay. Alias.
I have a feeling that Alias would know that Midnight's going to try to pop him into the big bad AI machine or to do the kill thing. So I will hold my action to be teleported And
Good.
I will do some dodges, some stealth. Probably a search to find where to upload the kill virus.
Okay.
Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, you can have a search roll as a part of your group of contingent. That's not a problem.
Yep. Let's see. So it's stealth, dodge.
Since you're kind of on the wait to spring off of Midnight's
Yep.
thing, collateral.
So he's made it clear he's being forced to do this. And we just see him trying to resist doing something. Correct?
Yeah, though defending apparently had no resistance at all. But yes, he looked. He was trying to do something and stopped himself.
Cool. I guess I can't do the thing I was going to do.
To absolutely murder him.
Oh. Let's see. How many attacks do I want to do? I will do it that many times. And wait, I forgot something important. Because I do, in fact, have that. I'm going to move to put myself on this right over here to basically force Continuum to have to look one way or the other. So he turns his back to one of us.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
And in so doing, I am also going to draw my assault rifle and start shooting him with rubber bullets and see how well that goes.
Okay.
And I am going to aim for his head because, well, I know I can't kill him with rubber bullets. And if I recall, what that does is it increases the difficulty by 1d, but increases damage by 12.
Are you going for a knockout shot?
No.
Okay.
My ammo just says that I don't kill them at 0.
Okay.
But it does half damage. So I'm actually rolling at this many dice. In my judge.
Whoa, this legitimately surprises me. Continuum has a dodge of 51.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I think for the first time, actually, um, lateral shots have in fact been dodged. Though the continuum does seem to be operating with what seems to be a very slight advance warning.
I in fact missed. I am shocked. You will.
Looks like I am too well enhanced. My own hubris, I guess. Advantages. Midnight.
I'm going to teleport Alias and JoJo and myself to the AI room.
Okay. How are you judging how far that is?
Did I get? What is it, to the left of me or the right of me? Straight forward.
Well, straightforward beyond continuum is is another really large heavy door.
Okay, but where exactly was I told the AI room is?
I'm guessing it's on the other side of the giant door behind Continuum.
Okay, in which case, I see this door here. She normally tries to do like 60 to like 50 to like 60 into a room. So I guess at the onslaught of the door, 50 to 60 past that.
Okay. That would put
How
you
high are the
there.
ceilings? How high are the ceilings?
The ceilings are 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay. Yeah, we'll do like 50 to 60 feet into the room, past the door. and then like she'll try to do it with her hovering off the floor.
Okay. Okay, you teleport into the room. You see these pods that have clearly been converted from whatever their original use is to have like mechanical arms and such for construction.
Oh, are there people in these pods?
Um, no. There are these,
Oh,
Upgraded
and
doggos.
with you, nope, and with you teleporting in, uh, they begin to emerge as a part of Halo's contingency actions.
okay, Jojo. Remember how Mama said that you can't go big? You can go a little big, not kaiju big, but you can go like Optimus Prime big.
Given that, as you said, as you've mentioned, it is something you normally discourage. Can I get a actually called animal handling in this?
It is.
An animal handling roll.
Yes. And to make sure, Tris, can you pump some CP into that?
Because it's more like
I love how in your entire apartment where you're surrounded by dice, I'm still stuck rolling this.
Hey.
Okay, you're currently at 90 CP. How much do you want to dump? And do you want to do Ka or actual CP?
How much call do I have?
You haven't used any, so 14.
Okay. I thought I did. Didn't my teleport and my mind reading come with me having to use
Yeah, you cost you 1 Ka at the beginning of the day to turn on the power, but
Oh, okay. Damn. Then in which case, let's use 4K. Let's use 4K.
okay, so that would be 4 Ka would be 2 character points.
Yeah. IRS has this ID me thing to verify that you are who you that you are. Oh well.
That's a 32, folks.
IRS tax fraud or whatever. Awfully.
I don't want to do this.
I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but like fuck. Number.
yeah.
Bro.
He wants the loves. He is a weirdo.
Okay, there is some hesitance, but you're able to, assure him that he's not going to get in trouble.
Yes.
Uh,
It's life or death. Mama doesn't want to die.
Get big, you slifer slacker.
Okay. And I do believe there are those contingency actions from earlier. So, looking around, You Alias, will will see the console console to your right, armored console to your left. Um, the regular console to the far right um, looks to be open versus having a screensaver, um, and is actively running some information through it. It looks like the most accessible one.
Are they the ones over here? Let me ping.
Yeah, it's the one right here.
Okay.
I mean, when you get closer, you'll be able to see the armor console, but the armor console looks far more secure and beefy.
Yes. All right. Well, with that being said, I will use my 20 move. Do. Start making my way to the consoles.
Okay.
And that will be my turn. And I actually need to get going, if that's okay with y'all.
Okay.
That's fine. Given the time, I imagine we're just going to finish the round and call it anyway.
All right. If attacks are thrown at me, just let me know. I have the dodge and all that. Okay. Good night, all. Good game.
Night.
Night, Greg.
Okay. Jojo has gotten a bit bigger. I don't have the alternate transformation image, but it's going to make it bigger, Jojo. Yeah.
I am Kaiju Jojo.
Das. Okay. The continuum will quickly glance between the two of you, Collateral and Wolf Spider. Your friends aren't going to make it alone. Their chances are too low. Yeah, I may be able to help, but there's a risk. Oh, do I not have fate? Where's fate? No, there's no fate here. No, there's fate. No, no fate. Why?
Drama.
I mean, that really is the only answer to that.
His gaze settles not on either one of you, but on the tech class. You're the only one here. That is that's really that's really a threat to me to plan. Tech class kind of seeing what he's about to do. will be clearly shifting to move out of the way. Let me see how things go. Okay, she attempts to dodge.
Attempt successful.
Calculating that now. Yes, it is successful. Meaning that, sorry, Continuum's hit is successful.
Hits. Can't let that stand, unfortunately. Oh, Teklas is squishier than his teams. Whatever.
Yeah, it's a gout of plasma. In this case, that
The fire
flies
damage.
out. Yep.
Reinforce my suit just to lose my reinforced suit. Turning into a fate point.
Okay.
Did you ever incorporate the healing cloth I got you into your suit to help with healing?
No, I don't remember that being a thing.
Yeah, I got it for you from the sea people.
Okay, I remember you buying it. I don't remember what it does.
I gave it to you so I didn't have to.
I don't think it was ever.
Gift.
I don't think it was ever sent to me.
I don't recall where David put what it did at, and
Yeah.
he didn't send it to me, but I know he put it somewhere.
Yeah, I know I posted it.
I'll go find it then.
But she got it specifically to kind of help you out when she can't, when she's not there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're hit with this, only taking an initial 4 points of damage. However, you are now on fire due to the plasma, and it takes half initial damage. So, half of the initial damage. We're taking 12 damage for 6 rounds, and unless it's put out.
You just really are going to trying to go down, aren't you?
Why not?
I want to believe you, but then you do this.
Tanking. I tank. It's what I do.
Yeah. That's Tekla. There is there's a swing and a second of fire towards Collateral. For a 44 to hit.
Roll the 43 dodge.
Or spin 2 call.
Okay, you'll be able to avoid that.
At least one of us has to still be standing after this round.
I'm totally still standing. I got 80 hit points. What are you talking about?
Your HP bar does not look like you have 80 hit points.
Oh, remember, my max is 200.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Oh, Jesus.
I'm 2 points away from severely wounded. I'm fine.
You're on a vacation after this. Okay.
Yeah, night patrol is canceled tonight. We were going home. We're gonna get some, alphabetical dramas. Some vertical, some K, some J. Any letter you can slap in front of a drama.
I used to say, where's my comfort food? I need to look this up right quick to make sure that it is working the way I recall that it works. Okay. I will need a willpower roll from. Oh, you can't see. That's fine. All of you are in the circle. From Collateral, Techless, and Spider, as there is a sudden wave of disorientation.
Sounds like a mental effect.
Technically, yes, it is under the mental powers. I'm just describing it as more of like a subsonic thing.
I was just confirming my specialty applied.
Yeah, good question. Good call. We're 7. Oof. Oh, nice.
I'm still cruising on that vampirism from earlier.
Yeah.
Just reduce that by 7.
Okay. Both Collateral and Wolf Spider are able to resist this kind of disorienting sense. Teklas will be swaying on her feet a bit, as if it's difficult for her to maintain her balance. For lack of a Teklas will like sub sonics to muffle the sound. She begins trying to use her oh no, there's a one on this. Shit. Okay. Spends a CP. I will have to both of the visible just for things. Okay. Her blue circle is a counter frequency. So as long as you're in the overlap, you won't need to make the will rolls. That's about all she's doing at the moment because that took a lot of her focus.
That's a much better plan than what I had.
Just webbing up his suit.
I mean, that was an option. Giving her web earmuffs was another option, but no. I was Googling research. I had a thought.
Oh, okay.
Her plan is much better.
I had no thoughts. My head was empty.
The tech class basically did her quick tech reproduction thing. You're right, Doctor. I am a threat here. I should be the priority. Jojo, what want Jojo to do? What I want Jojo to do? You said you could go big. Are you wanting him to play fetch with these things?
Yeah, why not? I can let him know. Remember the game of cat and mouse? They're the mouse.
Okay.
The
Sony
sweat
looks up his.
for Uncle Alias.
Yo, 41.
I assume this doesn't happen, but did you know low-frequency subsonic sound waves, typically between 30 and 60 hertz, can put out fire by disrupting the oxygen?
That's actually really cool to know.
Since I'm on fire, they're fighting with subsonics?
Yeah, they use it overseas occasionally, depending on how fast the fire is.
He now has to recalculate things. He wasn't prepared to recalculate. It's the sound that I got from that.
I'm doing some JoJo rolls right now.
That's like, he's rolling for his the baby dragon right now. I just love the visual. It's a guy in a hazmat suit holding something that kind of looks like a megaphone with a backpack-mounted battery that's just kind of pointing it at the fire. Thank you, NASA.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's even better. Got YouTube using a subwoofer to put out fire.
Okay. I will be rolling a d6 in roll 20 as JoJo is batting around and playing with those rolls over there. If this rolls a 1, the fire will go out. Actually, this might be a fair way to do it. The d6 will minus the duration.
That's fair.
Okay. It puts out the fire entirely because it had a duration of 6.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of sound going on right now.
Okay.
Thank you, science.
You will need to make a correction for the future. Change the frequencies. Okay.
At Arco, subwoofers make surprisingly effective fire extinguishers.
JoJo's tail will whip this wolf over here, causing it some damage. It's like all like as large as it is, it's all like crouched on the ground. Its tail's waving back and forth. It's looking at 3 of these things. And with that, it sounds like in the middle of all this, with the city being under siege, a flash drive, desperately trying to get to its console, and 3 people in possibly the most dangerous room. We'll find out how the battle of science and dragon versus AI pans out next time.
Dragon versus Snapdragon, or AI versus Snapdragon, if you will. By next time, we'll have this thing fixed. So, the map is too big to be having the issues I'm having.
Okay, too big to be having the issues you're having. Okay.
Well, the issues I'm having, where I can't, set the screen to what I normally set it to, makes positioning the entire party on the screen harder than it would be given the size of the map. Because it is still a gigantic map.
I was thinking you would focus on a room at a time, but
Oh, I can understand that was the original your intent. Yeah.